Hey, CrossFitters, welcome back. It's Coach Bob here, CrossFit Glen Burnie. Today, we're going to be talking about getting a good night's sleep. We know that getting sleep is going to be an important factor to just feeling great as well as being healthy and happy. So I'm going to review a quick article where we're going to have some tips on getting a good night's sleep. It's an article at the New York Times, so let's take a look at this together. All right, so the article is The Health Toll of Poor Sleep, and our author today is Jane Brody. So Jane Brody, she makes a case that getting a good night's sleep is helpful for good health, and she cites a couple of studies, and then she provides some tips at the end that can maybe can help us to get a good night's sleep. So let's see what we can learn together. Sleep, both its quantity and its quality, is one of the most frequently discussed health topics. And how often have you or a friend or a relative heard, hey, I'm exhausted, I was up half the night? Okay, so surveys found that more than a third of American adults are unable to consistently get a good night's sleep, with millions having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. So, and the pandemic has only made things worse for a couple of reasons. And she cites a couple of them. Remote work, for example, has given people more hours in the day for their personal use. But at the same time, the workday's turned into this 24/7 endeavor with emails, texts, Zoom calls. I don't have to go on and on about this. You guys know what I'm talking about. Also, we got some working parents that lack some childcare options. And so, just having those younger children online with schoolwork during the day, resort to late night or early morning hours to get their own work done and so on. And so this just sort of all compounds. For countless thousands, the death of a loved one from COVID has resulted in a long-lasting difficulty falling asleep and staying asleep long enough to feel rested. So a lot of things are out there to make it more and more difficult for us. She cites a number of different studies here about how sleep can really challenge our health. We know that getting a good night's rest is important for us to be our best. She makes a point in here that some of the research shows that there's a sweet spot in there, and that sweet spot is different for different people. And the best way that I know for you to find what's best for you is try getting more sleep. Make a log, make a journal, record your sleeping habits, and record how you're feeling throughout the day in your journal, and see if you see some trends in there. Another thing would be to try to get that longer hour of sleep, see if it makes a difference, and then hopefully identify that sweet spot there for you as well. She also links, some of the research links how we sleep with how we eat. And there have been several studies that have shown that short sleepers tend to weigh a little bit more and have a little bit higher body mass index. So, getting a good night's sleep, I know from just, experience and talking with people, oftentimes we try to burn the candle at both ends. We're staying up late, and that's when it's so hard to avoid that snacks and things like that. And we just want to keep the fire burning and keep the candle burning. And so we go for those really, those snacks late at night, and it's just getting us into trouble. So being on a regular schedule does help getting to bed early. And we also know that if we're fatigued, we can lead to stress. Stress can lead to stressful overeating and so on. I mean, it's just a spiral. So let's get a good night's sleep. Fostering a good night's sleep, experts offer a variety of tips for getting a better night's sleep. So one would be to avoid all sources of caffeine in the late afternoon and evening, as well as a big, heavy meal close to bedtime. Definitely agree with that one. Practice good sleep hygiene, going to bed and to get up about the same time each day. Helps your body to get into a good rhythm. Don't use alcohol to help you unwind. Instead, try a warm bath or meditation. Reading before bed is great, as long as it's not on a computer or a tablet. That's basically the light from the computer is much more active than it would be if you were just reading from a book. If outside light impedes sleep, install some light blocking shades or some curtains. Use a sleep mask. If noise is a problem, use earplugs or a white noise machine. I've got a fan by my on my nightstand, and it has a timer, so it runs for a couple hours. I fall asleep. It's good. And then consider cognitive behavioral therapy, which challenges underlying thoughts and behaviors. I mean, if we're constantly turning over problems and just trying to resolve them, oftentimes when we're laying in bed, we're trying to solve those problems, and we're not doing what we need to do, which is go to sleep. And if we are, stuck on some problems and things like that, a professional can definitely help in the long run. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight as we talk a little bit about getting a good night's sleep. I hope that all is well with you, and I look forward to seeing you in the gym soon. Take care and have a good night. Peace.